Hello and welcome to our webinar, Save Money, Sleep Better, Protect Data with NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network. I'm Scott Mullen, and I'm the Director here of Online Sales at NovaStore. On behalf of all of us, I want to welcome you and certainly want to thank our current customers for your business so far, and for our new visitors, a very special welcome to you. We look forward to earning your business very soon. There's a lot of very exciting things going on here these days, and if this is your first look at us, we hope you find our products and solutions as valuable as we intend them to be. Today, we're going to try to make a very short and easy presentation about a very new product, an exciting product called NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network, or around here we like to call it BEN. This is a truly unique offering. It's just released with our latest version of NovaBACKUP version 13, and thus it's incorporating all of those benefits of version 13. Plus, it really pulls together the essential elements of central control for multi-server, multi-agent backup environments. It's a total office solution, truly, and that's what we're really excited about. You see at the bottom of the screen there, we have a hash ben-webinar. If you'd like to share the fun with this, go ahead and use that tag on Twitter. Let other people know maybe to join us or what we're talking about. And also, if you have any questions, we'll do our best at the end to read through those. You can post those there, and when we get to the end, as I said, we'll try to address any questions that you have. Also, later on, we are going to be having the drawing at the end, so we'll be tweeting the name of the winner. So be sure to stay tuned. So, why are we here today? What is this whole thing about sleeping better and saving money? I mean, what are we really talking about? Are we really creating extra hours in the night to get more sleep, or some magical elixir to stop your snoring and get a better restful night? No, not really. Of course, we just don't want you to look like this poor lady here who's in charge of her IT environment and has so many worries that folks like you out there might have. You're a professional business owner. You're in charge of IT, the landscape in your office. With all that responsibility comes a lot of things to think about. You've got multiple servers, you've got multiple workstations, how to pull it together and manage it into one place. You've got SQL, Exchange, virtual environments, all kinds of things floating around in your office. And how do you pull that together for one thing, just to get it in one package, and then things like budget constraints and saving money also figure in, and even, setting it up. How do you really do that? So we don't want you to worry. That's what we're talking about, saving your sleep, and we want you to be like this. A serenity now, totally restful night, and what if you could find one solution in one package that truly secured all of the backups in your office environment? It would be quite a nice feeling. We don't guarantee that you suddenly look this peaceful, but what if we were able to lift all that baggage of the backup environment off of you? It certainly would be a nice thing. With our solution, with Ben, your data is protected, and it's very simple to use. We'll be covering this a little bit more detail. We're here to help you install it and configure it, and it is one solution all in one package. So going ahead and getting into it, I've got a couple of friends here with me from NovaStore, Sean Paul and Nate. I'm Scott, Director of Online Sales, as I said. We've got Sean Paul, who is our online sales rep and product sales expert, and also Nate Forage, Director of Products here at NovaStore. By the way, Sean Paul is available on the chat, and if you have any questions later in the day, be sure to just go on to our website and hit the chat button and speak with him. And today he's available to talk about the benefits of this product and the really exciting competitive cost advantages, which is one of the things that I put at the top of the list in this product. And Nathan Forage, as I said, he's quite an expert on the NovaBACKUP line and certainly instrumental in the Ben product. So we're going to try to move it along. It's going to be a quick agenda. We're going to talk real quick about NovaStore. What is this new product Ben? All the great stuff that's included, how it saves hundreds and sometimes even thousands over the competition. A real quick technical demo of some of the features so you can just get a feel of the product. We're going to have that drawing. And we also have a very special offer for you that stay around to the end. So a little bit about NovaStore. We're located in offices in the United States, Germany, Switzerland, and Finland. 20 years in business. 2009, the management executed a buyout and it's now owned by the management, so you know they have their faith and their heart and soul into the product and the company. Millions of installations globally, quite a lot of experience in the backup space, and we feel that at this time we've taken all that and focused it on our product line for you. Worldwide data protection for Fortune 500 companies. You can see that we've won several awards, and we are partnered with you know, some of the best companies in the world, Fortune 500 and global partners as well. So now I think we're going to go over to Sean Paul, who's going to talk a little bit about Business Essentials Network and what the product is and how it helps you out. Sean Paul.
Thank you very much, Scott. Again, I'd like to welcome everybody to our presentation today of our Business Essentials Network. I'm here to give you some detail about the product and give you a little more, maybe some cost comparison. So let's step right into it. So what is Ben? We call it Ben here, but essentially it's our NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network. The question I'd like to kind of pose everyone is, what if you're able to start with one solution, and that one solution was able to meet all your current backup needs, as well as your future backup needs? That NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network is that one solution. At the core of Ben, we have a backup solution that we've created to match or to scale to your particular backup needs and network needs. Whether it's just a few servers or if you have a complete office environment to back up, a Business Essentials Network will scale to your needs. We have centralized monitoring management through our central management console. It does support multiple servers, workstations, again, completely scalable, even through the management and monitoring with the central management console. And as you can see here in the slide, we do support SQL, Exchange, VMware, as well as Windows Server, Hyper-V. So that's basically what Ben is. Let's get a little more detail and show you the parts of Ben. Business Essentials base package, that starts with three main components that make up the Ben product, which is our Business Essentials, NovaBACKUP Business Essentials virtualized, Business Essentials license, which it is a software that does the heavy lifting for us. You install this directly on your servers. NovaBACKUP Business Essentials, where you get the support for your Windows Server 2003, 2008, R2, or for them any 08-based Windows Server OS. That does include SBS Server 03, 08, 2011, SQL, Exchange, and one license will cover all your VMware ESX and ESXi VM backups, as well as vSphere. We also support with the Business Essentials, Windows Hyper-V, and that's licensed one NovaBACKUP Business Essential license per VM host. With the VM backups, you do get unlimited VM backups. For the VMware, it's across the network for one license, and the Hyper-V, again, is one license per host. Now, NovaBACKUP Business Essentials does support file-level backups, full, incremental, differential, as well as full system disaster recovery imaging with true universal restore. What that means to you is in the event of a system crash, you can restore your entire system to any hardware, even dissimilar hardware. Included would be converting your image to a VHD file or restoring to virtual servers. Second main component within the Business Essentials Network package is our Central Management Console, CMC. That's our dashboard management tool. I'll have a slide here in just a moment that covers that component in just a little more detail. And the third main component of our Business Essentials Network package is our Premium NovaCare, which is our maintenance support program. The Ben solution comes with an umbrella maintenance package. So NovaCare Premium typically includes US-based phone support. You're calling into this office right here, speaking with our technical support team that's been using this product for many years. We also include upgrade protection. So any upgrade releases that we have are included with your Premium NovaCare. Now the Business Essentials maintenance package will cover all servers and workstations purchased with the core Business Essentials Network package. So all your licenses are covered. This is another key value for the Business Essentials Network, and we're giving free premium support away with each additional license that's purchased with the package. So this can add up to significant savings depending on your particular network and your particular needs there.
So Sean Paul, this comes as the base package, and then if you have more servers, more virtual servers, and more SQL Exchange servers, you can expand.
Exactly. I have a slide here and just a couple more slides. It'll show you how you can add additional servers. When we mentioned the scalability of this package, it's really a strong statement. If you have, we have 3 basic servers to start with in this package. You can add on 3, 5, 10, as many as you need, and I'll show you how our calculator works. NovaStore really prides itself on making its pricing as simple as possible. And we have created a pricing calculator that anybody can just go to our page, add in the number of servers or workstations they're looking to back up and support, and the price calculation just makes it very simple for you. Again, all the agents are included, SQL Exchange, Hyper-V support, as well as VMware support. So one of the main components is our central management console. With the Business Essentials Network, we've included this monitoring management console. This tool can be installed and executed as a web-based application. And what this means to you is you're able to manage all your Nova backups that you have installed on your LAN, as well as your remote locations across the WAN, warehouse locations, branch offices, second offices, and such. The dashboard tool gives you color indications on the health of your backups. I'll have Nate go into a little more detail on this, and so we're introducing Nate Forge.
Okay. This is, but just want to go over a couple quick things that, to be clear. So the NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network product includes the central management, which can control backups, both on your workstations and on all your servers and your Hyper-V and your VMware environment. So it's not just for servers, it's also for workstations. I would say a majority of the people that are actually purchasing this is purchasing it for, controlling a couple backups for their actual main servers and then all of the workstations in their offices, and with the central management console, which I'm just going to go briefly over here, you can control all of that just from a web-based GUI, from a web page, from a tablet device, anything that you really want that can actually get to this web page, you're able to do this. The screen that you're looking at right now is the central management console dashboard. This basically gives you a good overview of how many machines are actually connected to the central management console, the general overview of how many backups are currently running, have failed, what were good, and that type of thing. And on the left-hand side here, in the lower left-hand side, it gives you basically a brief, the last, in this case, 24 backups that have ran, and I can just double-click on any one of those and see the actual log file for that backup without having to drill down to that actual machine or anything like that. It's very easy to see what's happening there.
So the type is a little bit small probably for most of our viewers, and I'm actually having a hard time seeing it myself. Those panels are pretty much, these are the machines that you're monitoring, these are the jobs that are running, this is some of your policies, that type of thing.
It's a general overview about the entire thing, how many machines, if you have like 10 machines connected and you're expecting 15, that type of thing. Now, if I go actually into, looking at, an overview of all the agents and the groups that I have set up here, this would be the agents and groups field, so I could see, all of the different machines that are connected to the central management console, whether or not they're currently running a backup, whether their last backup was good, it failed, and everything in between here. So this is gives a a little bit more detailed view on what is happening in the on your central management console and what's happening with your agents and groups.
It looks like you have it the way you have it arranged. You have your servers, you have your workstation.
Right.
Types of servers, perhaps your virtual servers.
Yeah, exactly. I have a couple different groups. One that grouped some servers, some workstations, and a couple test machines that I have in there. If I just drill down into one of those, in this case it would be my laptop. It gives me a little bit of detail about that actual machine, what IP address it is, machine name, what operating system, that type of thing, just general information about it. And then I can actually go to the backup tab here and see the backups that I have enabled there. And with this backup, I mean, it'll when you create a backup job, you actually can drill down into that machine, whether or not it's on your local LAN, across the WAN, or anything like that. It's very firewall friendly in setting this all up, and then you can basically drill down to the machine, select the files and folders that you want to back up, and the destination, whether or not you want to have it scheduled or not, and all the different options that you would normally see in any other backup software. And then you can also see the actual devices that are connected to this particular machine that has the agent software installed onto it. In this case, it would be a NovaBACKUP Professional, but if it was NovaBACKUP Business Essentials or NovaBACKUP Server, it can all connect to the Central Management Console. And then there's obviously a logs tab where you can see the actual log that the backup actually did. In this case, it was just a summary log seeing exactly what was backed up and just a brief summary of the backup job itself.
Nate, one thing I love about the CMC, the Central Management Console, is its accessibility. Can you speak to that, or how you can access it from anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, any web browser that supports Silverlight is capable of actually seeing this and configuring this, and it can be, within your LAN, or if you want to, you can even do it across the WAN too. So across if you're outside your office, you can actually access it too, depending on how you set it up. And speaking of setup, one of the things that does come with this is we actually will help you set it up and get everything working for you. That's part of the NovaCare Premium plan that's included with this.
Get it to the point where you have dashboards and you're ready to go. And
exactly, not a whole lot long, installation process or anything like that. It's when we're done, you're basically ready to roll.
So with the CMC, if I'm in charge of the backups for my company, and that's my responsibility, I can check this right before I go to bed and see that things are firing off right. And first thing before I even get in the office, I can be aware of any issues that need addressed.
Exactly, yes.
And if you take the Ben package and you expand it, as Sean Paul's going to show in a little while, to additional servers and workstations, you could take any of the servers and put them at another location.
Right.
And you can reach that location from this dashboard.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of places, doctors' offices that have multiple different locations, like in the city or something like that have, different backups on each one of those, and all centrally controlled.
Then you can push a policy to say these types of servers, they need to run every Wednesday night or whatever.
Yeah, you can set up groups and set up a backup, what we call a backup policy for that entire group, so all of those machines underneath that group do the same thing. Or say you have like 20 workstations that you just all want to back up, say their PST file or something like that. You can push that policy, that backup policy, to all of those workstations, and without having to drill into each one of them and do all that stuff. So that was just a brief overview of Central Management Console itself. The place where you're going to spend most of your time with the Business Essentials Network package.
So yeah, you're not digging into the installation here today because it's sort of a non-issue.
Right. Yeah.
You just run the file, and then if you have any problems, we're there to help you.
Exactly. So with that, I'm going to hand it off over to Sean Paul to talk a little bit more about what's so great about the Business Essentials Network and some of the other pricing options that we have here.
Thanks, Nate. I love the Central Management Console. Thanks for giving us a little more detail on that. So really, what's so great about the Ben solution, NovaBACKUP Business Essentials solution? One thing that's not mentioned on the slide here, I always like to point out, is simple pricing. That's something that Nova prides itself on. Is we've created a simple pricing schematic. We're not trying to charge you for additional agents, additional line items when you're going through and trying to figure out your budget for your new backup solution. And it's scalability. With the workstations, you need to add 10 workstations for this office, 5 for another. I'll show you in just a moment how you can do that. This solution, the Business Essentials Network, is scalable for up to 25 servers and workstations combined, and that's just something part of the Central Management Console's licensing. You can actually have, let's say, 50 workstations and 10 servers. You will just have to get you a different license for the Central Management Console. But the premium NovaCare that's included with the Business Essentials will cover all these licenses. For a typical Business Essentials license, the support on that alone is $149, but included with the Business Network package, encapsulated within the NovaCare, you get this support and maintenance for free. One of the great things about the Central Management Console, if you already own a couple licenses of NovaBACKUP and you're looking to expand our solution into different offices, you're able to still connect those older versions, as long as they're on version 13, to the Central Management Console. So if you have licenses already, we can either get you upgraded or simply connect directly to the Central Management Console. With our latest version release of NovaBACKUP, 13, we've added True Universal Restore, and as I mentioned, you're able to restore your complete system, as well as do full and incremental and differential backups. So your daily backups won't be of your whole system. You can actually just do like a differential backup and combined with a full backup, and you're able to restore that to dissimilar hardware. And I'd like to mention again, converting that to a VHD file, allowing you to restore that to a virtual environment. And most importantly, though, it's kind of the big push here is to talk to you about Business Essentials Network's tremendous value and cost savings over the competition. I want to give you some examples.
Hey, Sean Paul, I noticed on the slides at the very beginning we put a Twitter tag.
Yep.
Hash ben-webinar, and we don't have that on the slide, so remind everyone if you do have a question, use hashtag ben, B-E-N, webinar. So just wanted to remind everyone that we're welcome to your inputs. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
So what we wanted to do is show you how, when we created this package that we decided that we wanted to do something that made NovaStore a little different in the marketplace by offering a solution that you can plug in today, scale up down the road, or even someone who may not have much experience or using our product, we're there to support them. So the built-in incredible value, as you can see here, we've broken down what these licenses and the total package would cost if you were to purchase them one at a time outside of this solution, the Business Essentials Network solution. So Business Essentials, one license is $299.95. That price is extremely competitive in a market space, considering we give you VMware and Hyper-V support, SQL and Exchange, a full disaster recovery with True Universal Restore. Our premium support there shows you 3 licenses. So for the core product would be $447. The Central Management Console for up to 25 connections, $899. Support for that, $225. So just the basic core package alone would be $2,471, and what we're offering you today is the complete package for $1,499. Again, this is a core, just a beginning package. If you have additional servers, we scale whatever your needs are. And again, the premium support is included for all licenses, an umbrella policy, and that covers. So if you want to add 5 or 10 new workstations as well as 1 or 2 servers, you can do so, and that's no additional premium support cost to you. It's included.
Yeah, and I think you're going to get to it in a little while, but do you want to back one slide up? I mean, quite honestly, $2,471 is an amazing price.
Absolutely.
For 3 full-service servers with including virtual support, True Restore, all of the things that Business Essentials does, all the agents and everything, all the support. If you bought that and compared it with the competition, you're still in a great space. So we're going one step further and giving this this package deal and saying, if you take this all together, it's $1,499, and you're really racking up the budget savings there.
Absolutely. What NovaStore is trying to do is we want to be easy to do business with. So what we've done is we went out, we did some research and figured out what would be the basic kind of introductory for an SMB company out there who's looking for a backup solution. We found between 2 and 4 servers and then any number of workstations, and this is what we came up with. The pricing is intended to be disruptive, and I'll give you some examples of our competitors' solution pricing. But what I wanted to do is just quickly show you how easy and simple pricing that NovaSource put together. Here's an example of a screenshot of our pricing calculator, but what I like to do right now is actually just jump out of the presentation real quickly and switch over to our website so I can show you how easy it is to fit Business Essentials Network into your particular network needs and backup needs.
So what are we looking at here? This is the Ben page.
So if you go to www.novastore.com/BEN, they'll take you to our product page, our Business Essentials product page. As you can see, it describes everything we've been sharing with you so far in the presentation. But what I wanted to share with you today is just how easy it is to customize this solution to fit your needs.
Everybody's going there. Just stay on our screen. We'll take you through it.
Yeah.
I see everybody jumping over. So yeah, stay on our screen, and Sean Paul will demonstrate.
This will be a live presentation. I'll show you. This is what you would see if you came to our website. one example that I had, someone left a note, comment prior to the presentation, is they had 5 servers and 10 workstations. I want to show you how easy it is to figure out what your budget needs to be. So we add in 5 servers total and 10 workstations. And for some folks, this might seem like a lot, but this is, you know, not uncommon for maybe two offices, maybe a plant office and a manufacturing plant office and a head corporate office. You have 2 different locations. The CMC will make sure that you're monitoring, managing all those backups properly. They're happening successfully. And you have 10 workstations combined in those 2 locations. You can see how easy this is. $2,598, that's your total cost price. Includes True Universal Restore, SQL, Exchange. You don't need to add additional line items for those. Central Management Console, NovaCare for all licenses. As you know, that's an extreme value. I just quickly off the top of my head, it's probably a $500 savings in that alone. And again, support for VMware and Hyper-V.
Dan, if you peel off, you know, 4 of those workstations and put them in standalone situations for your workforce, that's not a problem. They include the premium support. The NovaCare Premium comes with every single license you see here, and that's just huge. You can call for any of those licenses and get help.
Absolutely. So that's free phone support
and upgrades.
Phone support and upgrades. Just switch the screen back real quick. Oh, okay, back to the presentation. If folks have any questions about the pricing calculator, definitely be able to help you here right after the presentation.
So us versus competition then.
So one of the things we need to step, I want to bring to the forefront is you may be seeing our presentation and think that we have an amazing price, extremely easy to calculate your budget. But how does it compare to other solutions out there? What I've done is I went ahead and actually wanted to show you first how inexpensive the solution is, how it's a great value for all the support that we're giving you. But I also wanted to show you a little bit about the price comparison. So what I've done is I went out and did some competitive analysis. So as I mentioned, the high value of the Business Essentials. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the Business Essentials Network versus a couple other leading solutions. What I have here is 2 other solutions that are as close as I could match to the Business Essentials core solution. So these examples all have backup software for 3 servers, all do file level and image backups. And here you can see that the NovaStore's Business Essential came in significantly less than the other competitors. And feel free to look these up online as you just go to their business server backup, and these are just the standard pricing. We didn't do anything funny. We definitely can match on near almost all features. Most importantly, though, is we save you more money, giving you more budget for, let's say, hardware updates, upgrades, newest storage, or even in new servers or software that you need to purchase outside of just the backup. And that's how NovaBACKUP Business Essentials is going to be the right solution for you. We free up some budget, give you a great solution with all these great features. We support you from installation on, and also give you, again, more budget to look at spending for hardware upgrades, server upgrades, even new additional storage media.
So I mean, that's obviously dramatic. On some of those other solutions, did you include I guess there's add-ons, the way it works with other, the way others organize for restore to similar hardware and things like that we have stock built in. Is that right?
What I did is I got as close as I could. So with example A here, they have a universal restore as an additional cost.
Okay. And so you included that?
I've included it.
So it's kind of apples and apples.
It's as close to apples and apples, though the other solutions don't have the same central management abilities that we have.
So there's not even, you couldn't even compensate for central management because there is no central management on the other solutions. Is that true?
Correct.
Okay. Great.
If you were to do add the central management or remote management, there would be a significantly more, and I wanted to see the numbers to be kind of more real-life numbers.
Great.
It looks like we have a huge number of questions. What we're going to try to do is follow up with everyone with their questions and see if we can answer some toward the end of the show here.
Yeah, while we're doing this, I'm just going to answer a couple questions that came up a little bit. One of the things is there's an FTP option, yes, that is included with NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network, so that is available. Another question was if this webinar was going to be recorded and available online. We are recording this, and we're going to keep this available online.
We'll probably post it on. There's usually a couple of places to get those. There's a webinar section, but also it'll be the easiest is going to go to novastore.com/Ben. We'll make it pretty prominent.
Right.
If they missed our webinar today, come watch it.
There's a couple questions about Mac and Linux support. Currently, with this NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network product, we don't support Mac and Linux. We do have other products that do support that. So if Mac and Linux are a huge thing for you, please contact Sean Paul, and we can work with some issues on that. Also, let's see, there's some purchasing questions about specific setups, that type of thing. Sean Paul will take care of that after the webinar and get with you to make sure that we have the correct information for you guys. One final question about hardware support and some what type of devices that we support and that type of thing. We do support pretty much anything that you can think of, NAS devices, USB disks, single tape drives, that type of thing. We have had some questions in the past about hardware recommendations. So we take a consultative approach with NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network. So get with Sean Paul or any one of our other sales guys, and we can help you design a backup system. Help you with getting the right hardware that you need, that type of thing, and make sure that you have everything that you need to be able to get the backups going the right way that they need to be going.
Okay, I'm going to step in with a little bit of housekeeping. Thank you guys both so much. Stick around. We're getting more questions now. They're really starting to come in. I'm getting them in one place, and then they're also coming into Nate on the webinar module. So I think we'll try to get to a couple more questions. The drawing's coming up. We're definitely going to get to that. We're going to get working on that so we can see who is attending right now, and go ahead and get a name done for you. So that's going to take us a second. Then, yeah, we'll let you know the winner. We'll answer some more questions, and I also don't want to get too far along without talking about the special that we have for you. So maybe Nate, while Sean Paul is getting that drawing conducted, I think you already answered this. Someone said, I already have NovaBACKUP Server. Does that add right into the environment?
Yeah, so if you already have NovaBACKUP Server, Professional, or Business Essentials, you can just purchase the NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network package, and that already existing license can connect to the Central Management Console and work just fine with it. Okay.
I'm going to interrupt our questions with one more bit of housekeeping. I saw a couple comments about difficulty in hearing the presentation. From everything our monitors here, it appeared that it was clear. If you did have any problems, again, this will be posted on the Ben page. Please come check it out. We'll make sure that it's very easy to understand if there are any problems. Thank you for your patience. So I have a really great question here that came in advance, actually. Someone asked if they have different hard drives, this is pretty good policy, different hard drives for each day of the week?
Right. Yes, that's a great policy. So yeah, you can support that. You basically set up one backup job and just rotate those hard drives, and it'll work just fine.
So if you did that in your office across town, and you had several hard drives hooked up to that server, you could go into the CMC and maintain them.
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead.
One other question is a little bit more technical on workstation backup, backing up like PST files and other open files. So with the NovaBACKUP product, we support using Microsoft's Volume Shadow Copy service, which basically allows us to back up open files like the Outlook PST and other files that are on the machine itself. So we're able to back those up while those are in use, in fact.
So what I'd like to do, there's still more questions. I want to skip ahead a couple of screens here. Everyone has been really patient, and the participation today has been incredible. So thank you from all of us for being a part of this. And we hope you learned something and that you're as excited about the product as we are. The offer that we're going to have a drawing, somebody today right now is going to get that $50 Amex gift card. For the rest of you, there's a way to get one for sure. If you purchase NovaBACKUP Business Essentials Network by the end of this month, that's next Thursday the 31st, we're going to give you a very valuable package. We're going to give you free installation. We do that anyway, but we're going to actually really dig in with you and take it another step to install the product for you. Then also, as I said, we will be issuing for all purchases a $50 Amex gift card. So this is the time to buy this if you find it suitable for you and you have this need. We remind you that with NovaStore and on this product, as with everything else, there's no risk. If you're ready to go, you should just go ahead and purchase, because we do have a full 30-day money-back guarantee, very flexible policy. If it's not working for you, that's not a problem. We can take the product back. We don't have many instances of that, but it is available to you so you can be secure. And you know, you already have millions of users worldwide that are going before you. So you know that we're making a product that does work. So again, from the sales side, I'm going to encourage you to make this purchase online by the end of the month. Even if you're sort of on the fence, it would be great to just go ahead and do it and get that card, and you're risking very little. Sean Paul, do we have a winner at this point?
We do.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give the honor to Sean Paul.
Actually, I'm forwarding out the information to you. We've randomly selected one of the attendees, and
it looks like Patrick Graves. So congratulations to Patrick.
Yay.
We'll be sending that out to you within a couple of days, and we'll also follow up with you just to make sure we have the right contact information. So Patrick, thank you very much for being part of our show today, and I hope you also found the solution valuable. So now at this point, you know about the offer, and we've given our card. We're going to stay on the line. We invite you to stay on the line as long as you like. There are a lot of questions coming in. You can tweet them to, again, hash ben-webinar, or it looks like a lot of people are using the GoToMeeting.
Go to webinar questions. That's perfectly fine. And I'll just go through a couple of these questions that came in. One of the questions was possible to have a copy of this presentation. We will put a copy of this presentation on novastore.com/ben. And another question is, what's the difference between the NovaBACKUP Remote Workforce and the Network Edition that we're talking about here?
That's an excellent question.
It really is. It kind of fills a different need. So NovaBACKUP Remote Workforce is more for
well, you're hosting your own.
Hosting your own backup server is what it comes down to. It's a little bit more complex, and it has some different features, that type of thing, and it is more for sending new and changed data across the web to your local server. It's mostly used for laptop devices that are outside the network and other things, but it can also be used internally too, and it works very well.
And you really, with Ben, you really get all of the same value in terms of the central management and the flexibility. It's Ben's a much more cost-competitive solution. You're just pretty much not setting yourself up as a storage provider, which is what you do with as a company. Larger companies set themselves up as a storage provider.
Yeah, basically internal private cloud is basically what you're doing with
private cloud.
Private cloud is the term nowadays for it. For a NovaBACKUP Remote Workforce.
Okay. You see anything there?
Contacts. Can you switch the screen real quick?
What you need, Sean Paul?
Just the next screen. So We covered that. What about the?
Yeah, we did the drawing of. We had some
We have our
fun
contact
things here.
page.
Okay,
that
here
can
we
do.
go.
Yeah.
So this is basically how to contact us after the webinar. Like I said, we will be putting this on the NovaBACKUP Ben site. Question about deduplication. No, we do not do deduplication inside the software at this point. We do work with deduplication devices if you need recommendations on that, but we don't specifically do dedupe in the software. We find it that in general hardware devices that actually do the dedupe work a lot faster, and we don't have to, basically slow down our backup software in order to do dedupe.
I have a question here that says, what do you mean by dissimilar hardware? I guess we said that somewhere in the value of 13.
Okay, so one of the easiest ways to talk about dissimilar hardware is, say you have a workstation that you bought like in 2008 or something like that, or a laptop. You've been doing a disaster recovery backup of that particular machine, and that machine gets stolen, dies, what have you. You can go to Best Buy, Costco, whatever you want to do, buy the latest hardware and restore that to that machine and have no problems. Basically, is what it means.
So, you have an image or whatever we're calling it these days that is a complete snapshot of that device. Disaster strikes, computer's lost. You go get a different one, and it brings back the programs and everything, settings, everything the way it is, so that you can just go on forward. You don't have to go find the original software.
Exactly. Yeah.
And in the past, it had to be the same kind of computer.
It had to be very, very similar. Yeah. You really wouldn't want.
So that's a huge improvement on this release for sure. So this is really, really good. Simple question: storage media, NAS devices. What storage media? Am I right that it's anything that is addressable by your system?
If Windows can see it, we can basically back up to it. Is what it comes down to. Be it a network device, NAS device, or USB device. Whatever you want.
The Business Essentials Network could get very, very powerful with like a NAS placed in the middle of everything.
Yeah,
a couple NAS.
Yeah, and we see a lot of people doing that. Just buy like a different NAS, buy NAS from Best Buy or what have you. Put it in their network, and then have all the backups go straight to that, all controlled through the central management console.
And if they're removable drives, like a RAID situation, then maybe you can even rotate out your removable.
Yeah, some of the NAS devices actually allow that. Yeah.
So the questions are still coming in. I just want to kind of be the housekeeper. It's 45 minutes into this webinar. We are so thrilled. Everyone is still here pretty much, and we appreciate that. Feel free. We know that everyone is very busy. I'll once again thank you so much for the support. Invite you to speak with Sean Paul today, or just go ahead. It seems like it's going to work for you. Go ahead and click through that buy process with the guaranteed promise. And at this point, then I'm going to invite people to drop off if they like, or we'll kind of go into an overtime here, and we'll keep this open as long as people want to ask a few more questions. Does that sound okay with you, Nate?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Thank you all. Okay. Any other questions coming in on your screen there, Sean Paul? I've got, we covered this. So if I place, we did. If I place one of the licenses in a different environment, the support travels with it.
Yeah, and it works just fine.
You can really go to town with this thing and order 20 workstations or something like that and take them and move them around. It's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
How about on your screen there, Sean Paul? Anything else that you need to get to?
A question about our premium support and how long that lasts. All NovaCare programs are an annual program. Almost every other software solution out there has the same type of maintenance renewals. Depending on the size of your network that you have there and the level of support that you'll need down the road, we do have options available for premium NovaCare, advanced NovaCare. And each component does have its own full premium support, so we always encourage folks to renew the premium support. You never know when you need NovaStore to back you up, to make sure that you can pick up the phone and talk to someone who's been working with the solution for many years and know the ins and outs. We're relatively a smaller size in number of employees here, but we're very agile. We have Nate Forge here, who's our Director of Products. They're literally the living incarnation of our backup software. So if we need to, we can always escalate issues directly to Nate.
Okay.
Could we give an example of transitioning a workstation from a physical computer to a Hyper-V machine? So easiest way to do that is to do a disaster recovery of that machine. And in our disaster recovery options for the restore of that disaster recovery backup, you can actually restore it to a VHD. And once you have that VHD, basically that VHD file, you can mount that in a Hyper-V machine. Or you can even mount that on a Windows 7 machine very easily too to see those things. But you are able to actually mount that VHD as a hard drive on a virtual machine on Hyper-V very easily.
Okay. A question about licensing transferring. With NovaBACKUP, it's completely easy. So if you're retiring a server, or you foresee in the next 6 to 9 months you'll be retiring a particular server, it was 2003 with some older hardware and updating it to a newer version, you would simply re-register the license under the new server so that you won't have to repurchase or purchase an upgrade. That's pretty easy to handle. We have a licensing monitoring tool that we're aware of how many installations for each license that goes out.
Okay, I'm just taking one last look here. You know what? I think we got to everything, and if we somehow didn't see your question, we apologize. We are here for you. Immediately as we close up shop here, we're going to be back at our desk ready to go work hard for you, so Sean Paul will be available to chat. Also, you see his phone number there. He loves to take calls. Don't talk about the Clippers, though.
Hey, so nice.
A week ago, maybe. So anything else, though, please give him a call and chat him up. Go to novastore.com/BEN, read more, and click on the chat button there if you'd like to have a live chat in this fashion, and we'll be sure to get everything answered for you. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Sean Paul. And thanks again to all of you out there. We appreciate it, and we wish you a great day.
Thank you.